Kakadosh Boker Tov. We're continuing with the Halachot of Kiddush. This is Siman Resh Petet. When we're going to make Kiddush, we have to make Kiddush on a cup which holds a revi'it of wine. A revi'it of wine is 86 cc or milliliters of wine. Now, according to the Chazon Ish, you even need 150. But we could go lenient with the opinion, like the Grach Nayet, that you're allowed to do it with 86 cc, which is just above 3 ounces. So you need to have a cup of a minimum of 3 ounces, which means if somebody wants to take a shot glass, whether it's going to be of 1 ounce or 2 ounces, they are not Yotzei Yedei Chovah Kiddush. They could have come and took the entire thing in one shot, right? And it doesn't matter whether they used wine or anything else, they are not going to be Yotzei Chovah because they need to have a cup which holds a revi'it. That's going to be halacha number 1. Number 2 also is that a person, in order to be Mekadesh, when he's going to drink, he has to drink a minimum of a rov revi'it. What is the rov revi'it, the majority of revi'it? Melo lugmav, a cheekful, right? So if a person drinks a majority of revi'it, which is going to be a cheekful, and obviously every person has a different size of a cheek, so as long as they are going to come and drink, right, their cheekful size of the wine, they are going to be Yitzhak Chovah. If somebody's going to be machmir to drink a revi'it, then tavo lav birkat tov. He should have a beracha, tavo lav beracha, if he's going to drink a full revi'it for the kiddush. Now, when we're talking about the halachot of kiddush, we already explained above in Siman Resh Gimel Sif Yod that if a person wanted to make kiddush for other people and he doesn't want to eat with them, and for example he was already Yitzhak Chovah, he's allowed to do so, right? And they're going to be Yitzhak Chovah Kiddush. The same halacha applies with the opposite. He doesn't want to be Yitzhak Chovah, but he's going to be Yitzhak Chovah later on because he's going to go home and do it at home. And he's doing it just for them. And this could be done even for Shabbat morning, where it's only going to be B'rei Priya Gefen, but somebody needs to drink whether it's going to be the Melo Lugmav or the Revi'it. Remember that halacha, there always has to be a Melo Lugmav or Revi'it drunk in order for them to be Yotzei Chovah, the Chovah of Kiddush. Now, the Gemara Masechet Pesachim says you're not allowed to eat or taste anything before the Kiddush, and you're not allowed to drink anything before the Kiddush. This applies even to water. Okay, and this is whether it's going to be the Kiddush of the night of Shabbat or Kiddush of Shachrit. And here it's where I want to just bring to the Kal Kadosh something very, very important, which happens many times. Sometimes it just actually happened this past Shavuot night. I remember it was very, very hot, right? It's already starting the night of Shavuot, right? It's after the Shekiah. Somebody takes a bottle of water and now he wants to start drinking, right? Other than if a person does not need to drink. For example, sometimes it happens that you could drink and you don't even need a bracha. When is that? Your throat is dry, and the only reason why you're drinking is not because you're thirsty, but rather because you need some liquid in your throat. Your throat is too dry. So therefore you're allowed to drink even without a bracha. Why? When do you make a bracha? Only when you're thirsty, when you need to drink. But if you need to do that, sometimes that happens many times to a shliach tzibur, right before he has to go to be shliach tzibur, his throat is dry, so he's making that his throat is going to be soft and moist, right, with liquid, in order that he's able to sing without any problems. So therefore, he doesn't even need to make a beracha on that. Why? Because he's not drinking for pleasure, that he's just putting liquid in his mouth, so therefore, he's going to be able to, whether it's going to breathe, he starts coughing, that yes. But sometimes people come and they start drinking. Now 1 second, right after Shekiyah, right, you're already chayav in Kiddush, right? Or right after Shachrit in the morning, you're chayav in Kiddush. So therefore, if a person is going to come and they're going to start drinking, right, whether it's going to be water, whether it's going to be any other type of a liquid, right, even a coffee, it's a problem. Before Shachrit, there's no chiyuv of Kiddush. Since there's no chiyuv of Kiddush, you could have water, you could have coffee or a tea before Shachrit. Once after Shachrit, now you're obligated in Kiddush. So therefore, even if you wanted to drink water or a tea or a coffee, now you have to make Kiddush. It's after Shachrit. And the same thing by nighttime. Nighttime, once after the Shekiyah, you're all of a sudden now obligated in Kiddush. Once you're obligated in Kiddush, it does not help now to come and to start drinking, whether it's going to be water or other things. There is a question to do with Ben HaShemashot. Are you allowed to drink during Ben HaShemashot, or for example just water? So there could be a different leniency at the beginning of Ben HaShemashot, but for sure once it starts getting later, you have more of a problem. That once it's going to be nighttime, for sure there's no questions asked, that all of a sudden now you're obligated in Kiddush, and therefore if a person wanted to drink, even if it's going to be water, they have to make Kiddush. So it's very important that we pay attention to this halacha, because this could happen many, many times, that no, I'm only drinking water. No, but still, at the end of the day, you have to make Kiddush, and then you could be able to come and to drink the water.